and small extra battery pack. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. I got this because when I travel, I don't want to be worrying about charging my phone anywhere. I have this bad boy. I'll leave the links in the description below. So here's the deal. I've been doing dual dash cam cameras for your vehicle for some time now. I don't even want to go back to, just single dash cam. Now you can have a camera in the front and a camera in the back, and it's combined, and you can have both footage with not actually buying two separate dash cams. It comes in one package. However, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, can you actually do an install video on one of these bad boys? This is a how-to video. We're gonna install that bad boy in this Genesis. Let's get to this. Let's get to this video. Hey guys, go be sure making more videos again. Today guys, we have a Z Edge dash cam. Have pretty good reviews. Dual dash cam, has a huge screen. We're gonna be installing it on the Genesis. So without further ado, let's get to it. So here's the actual bad boy. It's from this company called Z Edge, and I found it on Amazon. I read the reviews and it seemed really good. I'll leave the link in the description below to this bad boy. You already know it. And one of the big reasons I loved it, for the price as well, it has pretty much all the functions of my other dash cams in terms of like full HD 1920 by 1080, and one big selling factor for me, a huge 4-inch LCD touchscreen, wide angle lens, dual cameras for simultaneous recording, built-in G-sensor, parking mode, motion detection, and of course audio recording. I'm just so excited about it. Let's just unbox this bad boy. Oh man. This is definitely one of the more beautiful dash cams I've actually used. Absolutely beautiful. Bunch of wiring and cable, and let's just take it out one at a time. Ultra long USB cable. Pry tool, nice that it includes it. Plug and play charger, shorter USB cable, the rear dash cam, suction mount, a really long USB cable, cable management, 32 gigabyte class 10 card right here, so you don't have to actually buy one of these. I love when companies like provide this because it makes it just so much easier, better, and you don't have to go somewhere else to get this thing. It comes included. And last but not least, your favorite, the literature. Nothing else in the box itself. Let's just put it down to the side and let's see what we have. Okay, so all of the dash cams I review, guys, they are plug and play. Whoa. Okay, let me continue just saying what they are plug and play. Okay, man, this thing, look at this thing. It looks like an actual professional camera. It looks like a really nice professional camera. Extremely beautiful, lightweight, and it feels solid, guys. I gotta say. Let me bring it really close to show you guys. Look at this thing. I mean, there's a huge camera in the front, giant LCD display. Let me take this bad boy off. Look at that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the front right here as well. Again, nothing on the bottom right here. Huge LCD display that is touchscreen. There's gonna be where you put the SD card on the side right here, power button right here, port for the rear camera right here, has a little camera icon so you know, and a port for the USB power and or data transfer right here. If you like smaller dash cams, this might not be it for you, but in my case, I don't mind having a giant dash cam like this because, people just get a little bit more intimidated when they see a camera recording. They just don't want to mess with your presence when you have a camera recording at all times. Trust me on that. From anything, everyone just wants to be on your best behavior when you have a camera recording, including police officers, person that hit your vehicle, pedestrians, bicycles, whatever it may be. They don't want to say or do anything that can have repercussions in the future. This is why I have a dash cam at all times. Okay, there's nothing else really to talk about this device because we need to power it on. Let's actually go to the vehicle and let's do the next step. Let's get to it. All right, this is literally everything you're gonna need to get this camera set up and ready to go. So let's go to the other side, and before we do any kind of installation, unplugging my old dash cam, anything like that, first thing first is always testing it out. Plug everything in, just see if it works. Pro tip number one, let's go. And if you're new here to my channel, or you've seen many of these videos, it can be beneficial to either one because you can get some tips and hopefully I'll help you out. And also, since this is going to be a full video on this bad boy, of course I'm going to show the nighttime and also daytime camera views of both the front and back cameras, guys. Okay, so do not worry, more to come. Close this bad boy. Okay, so here's my old dash cam right there. Very trusty dash cam, awesome, but not dual. I want to upgrade dual, not dual, sorry, upgrading to dual. So like I said, before we uninstall anything, I have it plugged in right here to dash cam. I'm just gonna unplug this. This is the old dash cam right here, the power cable for it, and here's the actual power port right there. Let me unplug this and get this out the way as well for the purposes of the video. So as you can see, there you go. That's the actual power port that we're gonna connect this bad boy to. This is the first thing. Oh man, simple design. This is just a power brick. Let's plug this bad boy in. There we go. And it comes with 2 ports, guys, one for, you know, charging whatever you want and one for the actual device. Now I'm going to use this. I could, you know, most likely have just used one of these ports, but in this case I'm going to use this because it gives me an extra charging USB port up here. But that doesn't matter as long as this bad boy gets the power it needs. So the ZH dashcam came with 3 different sets of cable. A small tiny cable, definitely for data transfer on the computer or something like that. However, I'm never going to be using this due to the fact that I'm just going to take out the SD card from the camera, plug it into my computer, and take whatever footage I need. I'm never going to actually use this. However, you can. Here's the option. Let's put this down to the side. The next step is this huge cable. We're going to use this in a second, definitely for the transfer of data from the rear dash cam. As you can see, here's a rear dash cam all the way to the front dash cam. So we're going to put both of these to the side. We're going to use this in a second. And last but not least, this cable right here is definitely for from here, boom, 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 hiding all the wires like that, all the way down to right there. So that's what this is going to be for. Okay, so now let's actually put an SD card into the actual device, and that's as simple as just, you know, plugging it in and clicking it in place. There we have it. Now it's ready to go. Get some power. So we're going to put it on the USB side right here, and to get some power, so let's actually plug this in. Did not have a satisfying click or anything, but it's in place. So let's actually plug this guy into the power outlet that we just connected. Done. Okay, so now this is getting power. Now the next step is to actually get this huge cable to power this guy up. Let's go put it in this side right here. So the downside of having a dual dash cam like this is, I guess you'll have 2 cables coming out, but that's not too bad. Alrighty, and that effectively is the end of that. Look how easy that was. I mean, it's simple plug and play. The hardest steps is really going to be just routing the wires, and even then, including with the, you know, pry tool and stuff, these tools that they give you, it's so simple. I kid you not. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And if you're new to my channel right here, you guys are in luck because this is my first time I'm ever doing a front and rear full dash cam installation how to and review, day and night review. Let's give this bad boy some power and let's see what actually comes on the screen. I'm gonna put that camera right there. Gonna give it some power right here. You can see it in the corner. So glad to have this wide angle lens. You can see everything. There we have it. Whoa. So system initialized, yes. Oh, whoa. Okay, right off the back, this is a high quality screen, guys. I have to say, I'm so used to sometimes these screens being low quality and just not up to par in terms of touchscreen. But look at this. Ready? I'm just gonna hit English and it's gonna be, it's really good quality. Okay, so I'm gonna enter the date and time right here. Okay, so now that we've done with that, right off the back, I'm not even kidding you, this is probably the highest quality I've ever seen a dash cam, guys. Such a beautiful and huge screen, and then the rear camera is right there. You can see it. Okay, so it seems like both systems are working. Let's go through some of these menus and show you what they all are about. Okay, so first of all, let's start off with this side right here, and if you click on it right there, you can actually choose between rear only, front, and or dual. Okay, so if you go to rear, here's rear, and if I go back right here and go to front, here's front. If I go back, and then there is actual dual right there. You can see that the camera's right there and right there. Now rest assured, guys, when you actually get your clip from the computer, it's not going to be this huge giant screen that's going to be blocking 25% of the screen. You'll have 2 different files. Okay, so you'll have a file for your rear and you'll have your file for your front. So whenever you're going to, you know, show evidence for your insurance or whatever, you have both of these files. You won't have this huge 25% of your screen blocked off by this guy right here, so don't worry. Then you have these 3 lines right here, and what these are just basically presets. But in my situation, I'm never going to be using these presets because I'm just going to go into the settings and do my own presets to what I want. Obviously, here's a pause button, here's a lock button, here's the mute microphone right there, here's a button for pictures, so you can take pictures. As you can see, I click on it and bam, you can take pictures right there. Guys, make sure you realize this is a set it and forget it kind of device. Okay, so most of these dash cams that I show you, actually all of them are set it and forget it because I don't want to be messing with the dash cam when I get in a vehicle. I don't want to turn it on, I don't want to hit record, I don't want to shut the screen off and stuff like that. It's getting too bright. It does it all automatically for you. Pretty self-explanatory when you actually get your device. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the home button right here and let's go home. Now that you've seen everything and everything's recording, everything's working well with this bad boy, let's actually start installing this guy and seeing how it works. Let's get to it. So now that you have everything working flawlessly and it is ready to go in your vehicle, in this case my Genesis, I'm gonna take off my old one right here. You might not have to do this, or you might, you know what I mean, you might have a single dash cam. In my case, I do have one, so I'm gonna take this off, and it's as simple as just, oh yeah, pulling the bad guy off. There we have it. Absolutely love this Fan True dash cam, guys, but it's time for an upgrade. Look at the screen size. I mean, time for an upgrade. You guys gotta know. Okay, let's take out this wire right here, and guys, this is how simple it was to actually install this wire, guys. Look at this. I'm just gonna easily take this off, just pulling it down nice and easy. Look at that, comes off so easy. Look at this. Let me just open the door right here. Look at this, nice and easy. Just pull it out. You know, I don't have to take off any kind of trim or anything. And there we have it. With a little ease, we've taken off the old wiring right here. Let's go put all of this to the side. Okay, so now that we have the old dash cam out the way, we're gonna actually install the suction mount onto this bad boy. And it's as simple as just, you know, putting it in here, sliding into place. It might be a little bit of a friction fit, but that's a good thing. You know, this thing is not gonna come off pretty much. Next, we're gonna actually stick this thing to the actual windshield, and I want it right about there. And I'm just gonna basically twist this thing. There we go, have a satisfying click to click it in place, and now tighten everything up, and there we have it, guys. It is all set and ready to go for the wiring. Okay, so first impressions right there, looks absolutely beautiful, guys. A huge statement saying that my car is recording even while parking. That is awesome, guys. It just sends a signal telling people not to mess with your vehicle, and or if anything does happen, everything is recorded. So let's go plug these wires in. Okay, so plugged it in right there, and now that's for the power for this guy. So what I'm gonna do is basically, to make it look cleaner, I'm just gonna basically run the wire like this underneath this ball joint right here and run it all the way to the top. So let me actually do that a little bit more cleaner with the camera down and show you what I've done. Now you can do it whatever way you want. In my situation, as you can see, I brought the wire like that, wrapped it around once right here, and started going all the way to the top. The cable is right here, and what I do is basically push it in. As you can see, I've already started doing it right here. You see, I push it in, push it in, push it in, and I'm using my fingers. I'm not even using the pry tool yet, because that's how simple it is. Look, I'm just gonna do it right here. As you can see, I'm pushing it in to the trim. Now you can do it whatever way you want, guys. This is your vehicle, your freedom to do whatever you want. But in my case, as you can see, I've literally just pushed it in all the way through here, and you can't see any wires. That's what I want. I want a clean job, and I don't want to see any trace of wiring. Now I'm going to use the pry tool to, you know, start pushing the wires a little bit more into the corner like so. And from here, I'm just going to basically push the wires in, as you can see, into these little spots. There's so many crevices in your entire vehicle. You can hide wire, guys, anywhere. I'm just going to push it, and then I'm going to push it through here as well. And let's continue pushing this wire in through the trim. As you can see, I'm just pushing, using my finger. I'm not even using the pry tool. You can see how easily it goes in to the trim, and it looks so flush. You can see, very flush. And let's continue doing that right here. And for the first part, as you can see, guys, I'm not even taking off any trim or anything. To be honest, I don't even think I'm going to be taking off any trim to hide these wires, because all you have to do is push them through. That's it. I'm not going to be taking any trim off or anything, guys. And as you can see, this is what a finished product looks like. You just push it all between there. You can definitely feel the wire right here that is inside of the weather stripping. You can see it comes out right here. So in this case, guys, most cars are going to be different in this part right here. Just have it hidden somewhere underneath. I mean, in fact, you could use these tie downs right here, and I'm going to show you how they look like. They look like this. They have some double-sided tape on the back right here, and then top right here, you basically put the wire in between this thing, like so, in between, and then click it in place like that. And now you can just stick this somewhere and have the wire out the way. Now in my situation, I don't generally use these because I just, you know, push it in there and they're good to go. But in your situation, you can definitely use this, stick it underneath like that, and then bammo, you're done. So I ended up not using any of the wire tie downs, and you can see it looks super clean because there's so much space up here. You can just basically push the wires in somewhere, and you can see I've just pushed it in here very quickly and easily, and then pushed the wires right here and then brought it all the way to the front. You can see I've hidden some of the wires in there as well. It's all about squeezing wires in crevices, okay? It's gonna be very similar to how my vehicle looks, probably even more open space. The Genesis has like 0 open space right there, so it might be easier for you. But if you're doing it in Genesis or any luxury vehicle, get ready for like no open space back down here. It's a good and bad thing, you know what I mean? Because you can still squeeze wires and stuff, and it holds perfectly fine, and it's ready to go. As you can see, I've just pushed it in here and gone all the way to up here. But yeah, now it has power for that camera. The first camera is done, and you can see I've already plugged it in and it's ready to go. And so now that we've done the first part, just give it a quick test, you know what I mean? Just turn on your vehicle, give it a quick test, and see if it even works. You know, see if that you didn't bend any wires or anything like that. Pro tips, guys. These are pro tips. Trust me. You don't want to end up, you know, putting all of this in and then having this not work. That would suck. In my situation, since I record videos all the time, I'm going to actually use the power brick that I showed to you in the beginning to power the camera. And you can see this is a very powerful power brick. It's going to power the camera. That's only because I don't want to use my car battery, especially while recording and stuff. So to make it simple, I'm just going to use this battery that I showed you in the beginning. Let's plug it in. There we go. I've already plugged it in and it is running and ready to go. Look at that. So now that we've seen its works, let's actually plug this guy in and finish the job. Now for the next step, you want to make sure to plan out where you're going to actually put this wire through. Do you want to do it on this side, on your driver's side, or do you want to go through the passenger side all the way to the back? I want everything on my side, on my driver's side, so I'm just going to go through here and make it work by going all the way to the back on my driver's side. So you already know, first step, plug the camera in and let's get rolling. Okay guys, I'm just testing out how it actually looks. As you can see, I did the loop-de-doop thing again. I plugged it in, did the loop-de-doop thing, and it actually brought the wire all the way to the top, running, as you can see, the same route. And here's the wire right here, and I'm just going to do the same exact thing by just basically using my fingers and pushing it in. As you can see, look at that. So let's get it through here. Let's go all the way to the back. Let's continue going. Okay, so as you can see, I've already gone through here. Now all you have to do is push it in. Now another way you can do it is just by basically pushing the wire in, going through the middle right here, as you can see, through the back part right here. So we've gone through here and now through here. For this part, I have to say I did use the little tool right here to push the wire in some more so that this can go flush basically and not look like this. And you can see I'm gonna basically push this in right here and make this sure that this is nice and flush. And from there guys, the rest is history. The same thing from the front, you just push it all the way in here, and then we're gonna stick the actual dash cam right there. I'm super excited guys. So once you have all the wire routed, all you have to do is the last step is take off this 3M tape and stick it to the back of your vehicle. And there you have it guys. I've pushed all the excess wire in there. You know, you can do the same. You can take off this trim if you want, whatever you want to do. And even on a Genesis, taking off like something like this, there's like I believe there's 2 clips, one like right there and one right there, and all you do is just pull it out like that. So even on another vehicle, it's probably very similar. You can take off the clips if you want to. In your situation, you might not even need to take it off or anything like that. You just push the wires, and you can see I've routed it. And last but not least, there you have it guys. Look at that. The camera is already ready to go, you know, set in place. And I hope that answers any questions when it comes to actually hiding wires guys. It is really not that hard. It's really simple. Now after doing all of that, let's go check to see if it works. So now for demonstration purpose, like I said guys, I don't want to leave my car on like this, and I'm recording my video, so I'm just gonna plug it to my battery. As you can see, let me just plug it in. But obviously in your situation, all you do is you turn on your vehicle. There we have it, and as you can see, it starts recording immediately. Look at that. And you can see that the camera is in the back as well right there, and then click on rear and you can see there's a rear camera right there. So now is the moment of truth of actually test driving with this bad boy. So what I'm gonna do is drive it in the daytime, show you how it looks, and also I will record using this dash cam camera so you can hear from there as well, and also show you at night how it looks. And I hope that I will first of all love it, and if I do, I know you guys will love it. So let's get started. Let's do that right now. Alrighty guys, so this is right here in the dark conditions, okay? So obviously if you have any kind of lighting, you know, from the street lights and stuff, it's gonna be a lot better. That's what I wanted to do, and I want to test out the front and back. Now I'm gonna pull up into this area right here, and let me just drive around and show you how it actually looks. Okay, so this is the front, it looks like that, and then this is the back, it looks like that, as you can see. Alrighty guys, we're trying to drive on the same road that we're going to use at nighttime. It's not even a sunny day out here. It's actually pretty cloudy in terms of Houston. Now keep in mind that I do have probably the darkest tint you can get for the back, so you can increase the exposure on the camera and so you can make it brighter, definitely. But in my situation, I think it's perfectly fine. It works well for the back camera and especially for the front camera guys. The back camera is definitely a good, nice addition to this that complements the front camera. I have already showed some of my friends and they absolutely love it. So let me continue showing you some more clips.
Alrighty guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Links to purchase that dash cam is gonna be in the description section of the video below. You guys already know it. It's going on my kit, guys. If it's going on a kit, you know that it is my favorite. And I haven't changed my kit in quite some time for what I have in my car kit. That link is gonna be in the description below as well. And basically shows all the devices that I have in my vehicle. Tire inflators, dash cam, whatever I have in my vehicle, that kit is in a link in the description below. And then it takes you to the Amazon site and you guys go ahead and do your thing. I guess I didn't show you how it actually looks from the outside. Look at that. Absolutely just so intimidating. Classy, especially on like a Genesis like this. It just looks so classy, clean. And that's the camera in the front, and obviously in the back. You won't be able to see it because my tint is so dark. It's like a really dark tint. You can barely see it. It's right there. You can kind of see the silhouette. But yeah, that's the back camera, guys. As you can tell with the smile on my face, I am loving it, and I know you will love it. But with that being said, there should be a subscribe button and also a video button popping right here. Make sure you click on for more videos in the future, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and cheers saying thanks for watching it. Peace.